Hi guys, this is FFXV and welcome to a video for Comrades that got released today, which is DLC content for Final Fantasy 15. This will be the introduction to Comrades, so a spoiler warning here guys. It's going to have beginning game content. If you haven't played the game, please go do so and then come back and watch the video. If not, stay tuned. We'll be watching the beginning cutscene and looking at some pretty interesting stuff just at the beginning of Comrades here. I really like this little blurb that they have at the first loading screen. It talks about Noctis and what's currently going on in the game, which is really cool. So the beginning is going to start here. I'll let you guys watch.
Hear me, defenders of the crown. The power of kings goes with you, and with power comes a duty to your kingdom. Your body is a vessel for the blessings of the Stone of Lucis. Your blade, a ray of hope cleaving a path for the future king. But let it be known, your transgressions have not been forgotten. Once the true king awakens, and the light is restored to this world, only then shall you be forgiven and set free from the burdens you bear.
Rise and shine. You're probably wondering what you're doing here.
What I found really great about this is that they brought Libertas back, and this definitely was a character, if you watch KingsGlaive, that didn't make its way into the game, and it's really nice that they brought him back for this DLC. Since it's about the KingsGlaive, he is still wearing his KingsGlaive outfit, which at the end of the KingsGlaive movie, he was in civil attire. So it's really nice to see that he made his way back to the guard and they accepted him back. So what you're seeing on the screen right now is the character creation. I didn't fully get into it at this moment. I just wanted to continue on the storyline, so I just picked the basics. I will show you the guy to go talk to modify your character if you haven't already seen from other videos. You're not stuck with the type of style you made your character at this point of the creation. You can go talk to a gentleman in town and you can even rename yourself. So no worries about what you pick here guys. You can always change it later. I do find that the character creation in this isn't as high tech or as much selection as you would see in Final Fantasy 14, A Realm Reborn, or Stormblood, or whichever one you're playing right now. And I think what's might be coming down is that you'll unlock different type of hairstyles, skin colors, facial structures as you play. So hopefully you get more clothes and stuff like that as we go along. Tattoos, body paint, stuff like that. So look forward to that maybe being a more DLC for the DLC or unlockable content as you're playing the game.
No clue? Don't sweat it. You escaped with something more precious than your memories. Your life. First of all, you're a glaive, just like me. The king lends us his power. We fight to protect him. Well, fought. The king himself's long gone. His power remains though, so we gotta put it to good use.
So they're talking about Regis here.
See that up ahead? That's the last bastion of mankind.
So we're headed to
And it's
Lestalem,
the KingsGlaive's job to keep her safe from harm.
which of course has the power plant where all those ladies work
Better
at.
enjoy the sunshine while it lasts. It'll be gone before you know it. Only other light left in this world is the kind we make ourselves. And as you may or may not remember, we play a big role in that process. Let's hope that jogged your memory. All of Lestalen's counting on us, Glaives.
Demons ahead! Get ready!
Great. Another bump in the road. You and me'll smooth it out. Let's move!
Okay, so we're gonna get into some battle mechanics here. I did find my MP didn't last very long, but we're gonna go look through the different type of quick tutorials that they have at the beginning here. Just some button moves that you're gonna need to stay alive and heal and use magic and stuff. So you use the L2 button with the triangle to cure, and then you use that with the circle to do magic damage. This all uses MP. Same with warp striking, and your MP can be consumed quite quickly and you'll stagger. So make sure you manage your MP as best as you can. Okay, so I'm just going to go over the rest of the tutorial stuff here, just bringing it all up on the screen for you guys to read. But it's all there for you when you enter the game, so go ahead. I suggest reading through it, getting used to the different type of button commands that are included with the combat in Comrades. And then what will happen next is you will continue on into your first fight. Sorry if I do horribly bad, I'm just getting used to the mechanics. It's the first time I picked it up today. So I stagger pretty quickly because I'm used to having the stamina that Noctis has, and I have to get used to the stamina my new character has. You do have some friends here which are NPCs helping you out. So just keep following the red marker and you'll get into the Stalin.
That looks good enough to eat.
Okay, so you're gonna have to pick up food items. They're gonna be used to make meals when you make it to your camps and to the Stalin itself. You can't eat food when you're in battle, but if you do fall during battle, you can use food to revive yourself, which you can't use items in this game. It's gonna be a little weird for me. I'm just so used to micromanaging items over food, so it'll be different to get used to this kind of combat style. Definitely will be interesting. So they do throw in a little bit of a harder monsters here to fight, which are the Arachnids. But Libertas and the crew help you out really good here. So just make sure you don't fall. Now you're gonna notice her, I'm gonna glitch out a bit, she's gonna get stuck. So this game isn't glitch free, but it's definitely a lot better than the beta was. We've already got storyline, which is great, but I do find a bit of lag and glitches occurring. It's really strange to see the Stalin all boarded up, and once we get into town, you're definitely going to notice that it's an apocalyptic type of situation. It's ordered in, everybody's on guard, and definitely dark days coming.
Better save that for later.
Okay, so you only can carry one food item at a time, so you will have to drop what you are carrying to grab something else here. So as you see, I am holding a steak. I drop that to get the tuna, and I say, no, I don't want no tuna, and I go back for my steak. course, you get a beautiful red iron giant to fight here. Oh no, sorry, it's just a normal iron giant, it's not a red one. Thank goodness, the red one's got pretty hardcore.
Everyone.
First, as you get out of his swings, because they do pretty good damage. I get hit by a couple, so that's how I know how. Example.
Let's show the immortal what we Glaives can do.
Core has now joined you, which is awesome. So we got Corleones in action right at the beginning of the game here.
This way. And hurry. Won't be long till more of them show up. Hurry it up. Open up.
It's the Marshal! Open up!
So it looks like they've used anything they can to
go on.
close off the city, including 2 cars stacked on top of each other with metal framing to keep them together. So it's quite interesting.
Be glad you made it inside.
Okay, there you go, guys. That's your introduction with the fighting styles. So we're going to enter into Lestalem here with Corleones.
Everyone here in Lestalem is counting on you to keep them safe.
So we're just gonna follow Core for a little bit here.
I've seen a lot of Crown's Guards in my day, but none of them can hold a candle to Core. He's in a league of his own.
Of course, he's heading up the KingsGlaive.
I thought the demons would disappear once the Empire fell, but they've only grown in numbers since then. Not to mention that the nights have gotten longer too. The connection's so clear at this point that even the deniers have changed their tune. If you believe what it says in the cosmogony, then one day the king will rise up and rend the darkness. But it's hard to find comfort in fairy tales when said king is MIA.
So it sounds like they don't really know what's happened to Noctis yet. All they know is that he's missing. Maybe the brothers haven't come and told them what's actually been going on or what happened to Noctis at the end of chapter 13 there. Okay, so I'm just taking a look around Lestalem. It definitely feels more enclosed, more barricaded in. This is kind of the central HQ for everything that's going on at the moment. So you're definitely going to find a lot of your beginning quests and storyline at this point.
Here you go.
I can't thank you enough.
So it looks like we all have to restore electricity to major parts of EOS so that we can go further and further into bringing the world back to our power.
Rest easy now, although you might want to thank the guy who brought you here. Anyway, I'd better get a move on. Wouldn't want to face the wrath of Core the Impatient. Oh, and here's something for the road.
Alright, so this is where you'll have to choose where you were born. And this determines what type of player you want to be. Tank, healer, and DPS support kind of roles. So I'll go on to each one just to show you a gist of what each area will give you for increasing to certain statuses as you level. From power, magic, HP, offense, defense, MP, status boosts, stuff like that. So it just depends on where you want to develop your character in. I'm a very much a tank person or a healer. I don't feel like I can get the gist of the healing right now in Comrades, so I'm gonna stick to my one true, and that is tanking. So I'm definitely gonna go towards that offensive, high HP, high attack power type of moves. So I do choose that as my place.
I don't even get a thanks, Libertas? Or did you forget my name? Huh. Guess you still got a lot to remember.
Okay, so make your way over to the cursor here. You're going to talk to this lady.
So you're the glaive everyone's been talking about.
who's
Pleasure.
very
Name's
underdressed.
Jean. I work for Exonerus. We take the meteor shards that glaives like you collect and turn them into electricity. Pretty cool, right? All we need is enough light to drive away the demons. If you've got any bright ideas about where to send power next, feel free to share.
Bright ideas. Ha ha ha. So this is going to show you the grid system that they got going on here for restoring power and light to the different sectors of Eos. With this comes different type of quests, by the looks of it, that you have to achieve to be able to open up more pathways to extend the power to more regions. So this is going to bring a lot of gameplay, and which I'm totally excited about. It's not going to be like a one-off hour type of DLC. This is a committed DLC. You're going to be putting a lot of time and sweat into it, and it's going to have some substance.
Say hi to your pals.
And that is awesome. I'm super stoked about that. So here's an interesting one. Since we don't have Prompto in the party, we now have, oh, what's his name?
Glad you like it. I'll make sure to give the cameraman a raise. Oh, right. I suppose I ought to introduce myself. Viv Dordan, President and CEO of Meteor Publishing, Incorporated. You see, that shot of you made quite a splash among the locals, so I was hoping you might let us take some more.
So we have this
Our
guy
resident cameraman
hiring
will just follow
a
you around and snap some shots. But don't worry,
photographer
he won't get
to
in
go
your
around
way.
with us so that we can continue gathering
Come on,
pictures
the public
of our
is eating
journey.
you up. Let's give him another helping.
And he's forever fanning himself just like he is in the game. So this is really cool. We'll be able to capture different type of screenshots and of course become famous as the KingsGlaive person that's going around to restore light to Eos. So if you take a look around the Storm, you're going to find different side quests you can do. I think they're in relation to the areas where you can restore power.
Anything I can
If you
assist
go
with?
find this character, he's going to be able to give you the option to customize your avatar. And then this way, like me, if you didn't make her right the first time, you could always come back and redo her and rename her or him as well. You can't change the sex of your avatar. You could only change the look and design of him or her, which I find pretty cool. You're not really stuck with your character looking a certain way. So if you do gain items throughout your gameplay like clothing, hairstyles, tattoos, face makeup, anything, you could come back to this guy and have your character's design change to your leisure. There is no ability to manual save that I found so far in the game. It's all based on auto saving. So just remember before you leave the game, hopefully an autosave has occurred so you're not losing too much of your gameplay when you decide that you want to leave. I'm kind of hoping that I'm just missing something, that there is a manual save option. I just haven't found it yet because I don't know, I don't really watch for the autosave, so I'm kind of just relying on it to do its job properly at the time that I need it to actually
For
save.
hearth and home. For hearth and home.
So just
For
looking at the
hearth
different
and
voices
home.
here,
For
I
hearth
didn't
and
find
home.
one that I
For
really,
hearth
really
and home.
liked.
For hearth and home.
For hearth and home. For hearth and home. For hearth and home.
They're
For hearth
kind of
and
all
home.
just a little
For
weird
hearth and
to me.
home. For hearth and home.
For hearth and home.
For hearth and home. For hearth and home. For hearth and home.
For hearth and home.
For
But
hearth and
none of them
home.
really matched my character.
For
that
hearth
I
and
could
home. For hearth and
feel.
home.
For hearth and home.
For hearth and home. For hearth and home.
They do have a
For
lot of
hearth
selection
and
to begin
home.
with, so maybe we'll open up more voices again throughout the gameplay. Having 16 at the beginning really isn't too bad. Most of the time when you're making a character, they usually only have 4 or 5. So that definitely is quite a selection for voices. There is quite a bit of customization to tweaking your customer's face, nose, cheeks, eyes, ears, bust, bum, waist, stomach, shoulders, back. It's all here. You can play with your character to your heart's content, but even sizing the head. So you can make a really large head with a teeny tiny body. You can do whatever you like here, guys. Again, I found a little bit more availability in the Final Fantasy XIV character maker, but once you make your character in 14, that's going to be your character. The only thing you can change is your hair, your eye color, and if you have a Fantasia potion, then you're able to change your avatar, and those Fantasia potions are either super expensive to buy or you've earned them through being a long person on the subscription basis. But here, come in at any time, tweak your characters to your heart consent, and you can make multiple avatars as well. I just don't know if they start their own story progression or if they can take over where your last avatar had been. So I'm going to tweak my character here a little bit. I'll let you guys watch, and I'll come in near the end of me messing with her to show you the final product of what I was able to do with this character creation. I do want to jump in here. What I really like about this character creation is that you could customize the clothes color, and that's fun. You could have your own personal taste on not only your character herself or himself, but their clothing as well. Colors, there's different type of areas on one piece of clothing that could have several different colors. The customization of this is superb, and thumbs up Square Enix. I love color coding the clothes on the characters that I play, so good job there, great call. So I'm just gonna finish making her look as sweet as I can. Like I said, I'm hoping I can gain more hairstyles and stuff like that throughout the gameplay, because I would like to tweak her a little bit. This isn't exactly how I kind of imagined my KingsGlaive character to be, but she's like I said, as good as I can make her for now. I've got Noctis's, what I think is Noctis's pants on, and some pretty good boots to go out there and tramp through the wild and kick some monsters behind. The one thing you will notice when you're finished creating your avatar and retweaking her, it will ask you if you want to keep the name or change it. I just kept my name. I like my name. That's the name I use in Final Fantasy XIV. And we'll see the final product here in person with her purple KingsGlaive clothing. Just take a look around her. And there you go, guys. This is the character. I look forward to jumping into the game and doing some live streams for you guys. I hope to be teaming up with Lemon Eating Cow and Mr. K in the near future to do hopefully a live stream collab with those two gentlemen. And we'll look forward to saving Eos together and bringing back the light. So please put a like in the video. Please subscribe for any upcoming content. Follow me on Twitter. And as always, guys, happy gaming.